Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to Let's Build Klipstead once again. Today will be the last episode from this project as a building episode. We're of course gonna come back here, look at it in both cinematics and tour it and all that stuff. So don't you guys worry, but today is the last episode of us building this place. And honestly, I'm stoked. I'm so happy with what we've done together here. It's been such a great project. We've done so much stuff and it's really just... yeah, been a lot of fun making this town here come to life together. So thank you so much guys for all of you that have stayed with me, helped me out, come with suggestions, feedback, and just made this as fun as it has been. Today we are working on the final parts of the Noble District. We're adding small stables here which we're building currently. Just a very simple one for both the noble people and maybe some of the army and maybe some of the lords and stuff. And then we're going to add a small barracks to expand on that, because some of you guys pointed out that the few barracks build we have already is not enough to sustain, sustain enough people to really protect all of Klipstead. So we have to build another one. That is what we're doing right now. We're going for the same style that we did the barracks in like episode 3 or 4. It's been a long time. It was a lot of fun going back to that, where we have this very Nordic Viking inspired longhouse with pretty much the same shapes as a proper Viking house, which is a lot of fun. We have of course used this and features of this in other buildings, but this is the barracks buildings, and this building here is probably the most authentic Viking builds in Klipstead. So that is a lot of fun. And then we're also adding a small patch in front of the castle to work as some kind of bailey. Because there's not too much happening inside of the main castle itself, so that is why we have a small area in the front for to just drop off goods and maybe gather up the troops if you need to do that, and just have an open plain in front of the castle, which is pretty cool. And then another noble house or residential house in the Noble District, which is also very fun, and altogether it just ties up the town so nicely, and it just turns out to be a very good place or part of the town here. Currently we're working on the small bailey area. It's not really bailey because it's not inside of the main castle, but I guess it would work. It's inside the city walls, and it's just like a feature to have an open space in front of the castle for different kind of things, for collecting the army, drop off stuff and things like that. Looking pretty cool. Also adding some more vegetation here with trees and bushes, and then we're going to add a small cart in the front here which is being unloaded, just to add a little bit of a story to all of this, which is pretty cool. We're going to take a look on all of this in first person in just a second, just to get a better look at it. And yeah, as you can see, just finishing off with some different kind of stuff, adding some barrels and crates and things like that. And then we're moving on to the final part of today's episode, which is the last residential house in Klipstead and the last residential house in the Noble District, which I think is pretty cool. I tried to go with more of a curved roof this time, where as you can see, the beams in the middle is a little bit taller than the beams on the side, allowing the frame of the roof to be a little bit curved like that. And it just allows for a pretty cool and unique shape, which is something I'll try to do to make every house stand out a little bit, to make every house unique, and it's also a good way for me to test out different ways of building houses. So yeah, this house is pretty similar to many of the other ones when it comes to the wall texturing, wall designs and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's super cool, looks super good, and it's just a nice way to end all of this up. So let me just finish off this build here, and I'll see you in first person to take a better look at all of this. Okay guys, we are now standing in the second enclosure in the city walls, which is kind of the barracks district. This is where the army will be gathering. We built this very early on in the series here, and we're going to walk through the third and final city gate here, which I love. I love the design of this one, which leads into the Noble District. This is where the castle is, and it's also where a lot of the noble family lives. So right here on our right side we have another barracks building, which I do love. Can I please open the door? Why can I not open the door? There we go. Crap. Okay. Oh yeah, that is probably why. Ah, perfect. I held a tool in my hand. This is the inside of this. So here we have a lot of beds for the army and soldiers and stuff. And then we have, you know, just some sleeping areas up here. We have some sleeping below here. And then we also have some on the side here. This is very authentic to how Viking or Norse longhouses were. We usually open and tall like this with fireplace in the middle, and then they slept on the sides like this here. But I also took some creativity and added some of this, I guess, small lofts here with people to sleep on. And then we also have a small, like, enclosed area for some of the commanders of the army here. So this is where they sleep. They have some swords and stuff. And then we also have some clothes and stuff drying up here, and yeah, just making it feel like people actually live here, which is pretty cool. Love the design of it. Love the front here. I like this golden carved logs here, and also the side of the building here looks super cool. I really do like adding some of these pillars and stuff. And then we have the stables here, which is pretty cool. We have two like different levels, two different heights, which just makes it look a little bit unique. We have some of these carts and stuff outside here, but inside it's very simple. As you can see, it's built on diagonal, so it's pretty tricky to make it look super good. But we do have some small enclosures here for the horses. We have some storage, some bags hanging in the roof, and then yeah, just some wheat and grain and stuff for the horses. And then we have another part right here where we have 3 more enclosures, maybe some wheat here and some barrels. Pretty cool stuff. I do like the design of it. It's so simple, but it has such an efficient, or it looks so so good, I guess. Makes it such an efficient work. Adds so much to the place. Then we have like the Bailey area, which I like to call it, even though it's really not a Bailey. But there's some barrels here. We have this cart here dropping off some barrels as well. Some nice vegetation here with the tree and stuff like that. And then we have like the main road right here. Leading into the castle, and then we have more stuff here, and then another part of the Bailey here with even more like crates and chests and stuff like that. What I do love about the palette here is that it kind of looks like it's just like a grass area, and then you just kind of been walking on it several times and dropping things on and off, and it kind of didn't really grow that densely, I guess. So that is kind of what I'm trying to do here, and I think it worked out well. So let's look at this final building for today, which is this residential house right here. I love how it looks next to the road here, with the different windows and shutters and stuff poking out like that. Yeah, really cool stuff. So let's go inside here, going straight into the kitchen here. So we have a small kitchen area preparing some food, and then we have a fireplace here in the back. We also do have a sitting area and stuff like that, and then like a pantry and such in here, just a simple one, just to separate some of the food from the kitchen area. And then we have like a dining hall where the people would be eating and stuff, which leads out to the back right here, where you have some benches and yeah, just some stuff. Right here I decided to not let the garden go all the way back, just because this is probably the lowest part of the castle wall here. So I think maybe we wouldn't have some kind of tree and stuff growing here, just to make it a little bit more safe. That is why we have these spikes and stuff here to prevent enemies to, if they manage to get through all of the different gates. We have several gates here. We do have one gate right here, another one here, and then one here. But if they manage to get all the way in here, it's going to make it even harder for them to climb over the walls and such. Because we do have a gatehouse here, which will be pretty hard to get through. So probably going over the wall here would be easiest. So we got that there. Some storage in the back and such as well. Let's go further in here. We can go upstairs. There's 3 floors to this. So if we go up here, we do have a small bedroom here with a small desk and stuff like that. We have another bedroom right here, very similar to the first one. We have some more storage, another bed and stuff like that. And then we have the master bedroom here in the back, where we have a sitting area, some paintings, and then a nice big old bed with a window looking out of the backyard here. Very cool stuff. Love the nice ceiling height here, and just creates this very nice royal feeling to it. We can also climb up this ladder here to get to the attic, where we have a sitting area, some storage, and then we have some like for guests or servants and stuff to sleep up here. Just a small sleeping room like that. So that is pretty cool. Really happy with how this house turned out, and very happy with how it all fits into the noble district, finishing off this noble district in a great way. There's a little bit back here I want to show you as well. I have some firewood, and then a small sitting area here as well, like that. So altogether it just makes the whole noble district feel nice and completed. I think it looks super good, makes sense, and looks kind of realistic as possible. So I'm super happy with how it all turned out, and I'm very happy with the whole project of Klipstead. So if you have enjoyed this series here from the very first, let me know down below, guys, because I want to thank you. So if you have been following this series from the start, let me know. And if you all, of course, if you like it and stuff, leave comments. Feedback is always appreciated, and leave a like if you do. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see all of you guys later. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.